Yellow chord.
Gotta get off your seat, stop to the beat. A country style boogie makes you dance on your feet. It's keeping country strong. A keeping country strong. Keeping it, a keeping country strong. Benzie and Carl are ready to go. Keeping it fun all through the show. Keeping country strong. Fresh music and lights are rocking through the night. Shaking and moving as we hit new heights. Keeping country strong. Keeping country strong. You gotta get off your seat and stop to the beat. A country style boogie makes you dance on your feet. It's keeping country strong. Keeping country strong.
Yeehaw! How you doing there, guys?
I'm good. How you doing, Carl?
I can't even see Dakota over there. He must be lost.
Yeah.
I'll do something for you, Mike. I'll join you.
You gonna join us?
Yeah, I'll join you. There's a spot on the TV. I'm filling the spot.
All right, yeah, the empty chair. You could have laid down there like you're taking a big rest.
I just had a nap. How'd you know?
I don't know.
This weather makes
Well,
me...
listen, our sponsor, who's Roy's Corners at Homer's, brought down our goodies.
Oh, yeah.
And this
Your
is
favorite.
clam chowder. Hold it for a second.
What's that, your third or fourth cup?
Oh, my God.
I had it really good.
Oh, I can't stop eating that. Also, he brought us down one of my favorites,
Texas wieners.
Texas wieners.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I've been on a diet of hot dogs and clam chowder, and
Breakfast, lunch,
I
and
lost 14 pounds. Yeah. Basically all I eat.
Yeah.
I'm going to get into them soon. But yeah, they make some great food, and he's one of our sponsors, and he's going to have some fun this Sunday from 9 to noon, where the kids can go down with a grown-up who's going to be paying for their breakfast. The kids will get free breakfast with Santa Claus.
Ooh.
I'm going to be working
And
that
the
day.
fire trucks are going to be there.
Oh, yes.
Does that mean that Dakota's going to be there too? He's a kid.
Well, he might be there as a little bitty elf, but
I love it. Oh my God.
it's going to be packed down there.
Yes, it will be. And also come in and say hello to me because I have to work in the kitchen that day.
Oh, I feel so sorry for you back there in the kitchen. He belongs more in the outhouse, but he belongs in the kitchen. No,
Yeah.
no, Nick's a real good guy. He's an Eagle Scout and whatever else he can do.
Oh, he can do a lot.
I'm a TV minister on Channel 23 and live stream starting today.
And what's Roy do? Have you peeling taters in the back?
Peeling potatoes and
I knew it right off the bat.
making burger patties and all that.
I think we better warn Roy that he might eat the profits.
He probably does, right? He
Probably
takes
eats the
part of the roll over this
Custard
way.
pie, all those
Well,
special
and they're
things.
always working on their menus there. They got so much
Yeah.
stuff, I can't even figure it all out. But
very
course.
creative.
their hot dogs, he's got like, I don't know, 20 different hot dogs, but I like Texas wieners. And I love clam chowder. I was raised on it. I think they
Hey.
put it in my bottle when I was a baby.
Well,
course.
probably.
And I walked in there and they had clam chowder and hot dogs. We've been there every day because watching my wife have to cook. We got nobody home.
Oh,
Of course.
We go up there
That's
and they got really good coffee. So they're our sponsors. That's Roy's Corners at Homer's.
Oh, yeah.
And get on down there and get down there with the kids to sit on Sandy's lap. And his wife's going to be there, Mrs. Claus.
Of
They're going
course.
to give out some stuff and have breakfast on Roy's for the little kids.
It's going to be a fun time. And also want to thank my sponsors out there, Dave Hansen, and all of the local churches who sponsor my TV show, because I sponsor them and I promote local churches. Becoming more than I am now. It's going to be a year old on March 2nd, And
Wow,
it's
they've
gonna be
been doing that a long time.
Yeah,
wow.
right here at Access 23, right here.
So check that out, and he does his show right in the kitchen over at Roy's. He does the gospel.
Oh yes, actually I do it at
Is he spilling potatoes?
Yeah.
Actually I do it at Tri-State Family Community Center, radio and TV.
Great.
Hold on for a minute.
Uh-oh. It's an addiction. It's an addiction. Because
I am addicted to clam
we have to
chowder.
start a support group for people who love
This
it
is the only place I've ever been where they have Manhattan clam chowder every day.
every day. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
Most places it's
Friday.
just on Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, well, the heck with everybody
Heck
else.
with Friday, yeah.
But listen, we got some guys here who like to sing and play, and the holidays are all coming. And also, we got to thank Royce for Toys for Kids. They donated way beyond. They had a
Yes.
cake sale. They had everything over there, and his wife's a great cook too.
Oh yes, she is.
Actually, I think she's a little better than Roy. But anyway, no, I didn't say that, did I? No, they're both great cooks, and sooner or later the bakery's going to open, and then weekends they're going to be selling some pastries anyway before the bakery opens.
Oh
So,
yeah.
and get your bread down there. The loaf of
Yes.
bread is bigger than a football. I know.
Of course, I had this piece 2 weeks ago.
But we got some guys that are going to play guitars and sing.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
going to do 4 songs and then come over and talk to us about this mess. You want to introduce them, sir?
Well, Jimmy Cogan is on the right, and on the left is Terry Dolk. So here they're going to go. They're going to play.
Take it away, guys.
Hey!
Do it.
All right, I just want to say I had some of that Homer's food.
Oh,
It's very good. That's the place with the big coffee grinder on the top, right? With the big coffee grinder. All right, well, I'm Jimmy Cogan. This is Terry Dolk, and we like to do a song that it's a love song written by Bob Dylan, and I think it's the best love song in the last 50 years, called "To Make You Feel My Love." When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When even shadows fall and the stars appear, and there's no one there to dry your tears, I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't got your mind made up yet, but I never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we're met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. I go hungry, I go black and blue, I go crawling down the avenue. Well, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. Storms are raging on the rolling sea and the highway of regret. Winds of change are blowing wild and free. You haven't seen nothing like me yet. I'll make you happy, make your dream come true. Well, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you, to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. Thank you. Thank you. Just like we rehearsed it. Next song, Terry and I worked on it. It's a Grateful Dead song. Everybody needs to know a Grateful Dead song. And this one's called Ripple. If my words did glow with the gold of the sunshine, and my tunes were played on a harp unstrung, would you hear my voice come through the music? Would you hold it near as it were your own? It's a hand-me-down. The thoughts are broken, perhaps they're better left unsung. I don't know, don't really care. Let there be songs to fill the air, ripple in still water, when there is no pebble toss, no wind to blow. Reach out your hand. If your cup be empty, if your cup be full, may it be again. Let it be known there is a fountain that was not made by the hands of man. There is a road, no simple highway between the dawn and the dark of a night. And if you go, no one may follow. That path is for your steps alone. Ripple in still water, when there is no pebble toss, no wind to blow. You who choose to lead must follow. But if you fall alone. If you stand, then who's to guide you? If I knew the way, I would take you home. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da la da la da da la 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 da da la da 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 la da da la da 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 da. Thank you. There you go. Okay, you want to do your you want to do Dead Flowers? You want to do looking at We've been eliminating too many. You don't want to do Timers on My Side, right? Man in the Bottom Well. No.
Let's do that.
Man in the Bottom Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a Bill Kurchin song we like to do a lot. It's called Man in the Bottom of the Well. There's a man in the bottom of the well. Did he jump? Was he pushed? Is he lying where he fell? Is he looking down from heaven or staring up from hell? There's a man in the bottom of the well. He's looking up at me with eyes so wide and deep. And I wonder, is he always there? Does he ever sleep? I spend my time thinking about the tale he's gotta tell. There's a man in the bottom of the well. Don't go there for water. You may walk away as dry as dust and bone. You may see your mother's son or daughter forever reaped by water and by stone. There's a man in the bottom of the well. I made a wish and tossed 2 pennies down. It ricocheted in the wish I made, spun them round and around, till it shattered my reflection in the soul I've got to sell. There's a man in the bottom of the well. Is he looking down from heaven or staring up from hell? There's a man in the bottom of the well. In the bottom of the well. In the bottom of the... Oh, yeah, here we go. All right, I'm going to unplug. You want me to sit here? Or?
No, you can leave. I'd like to do a song. I lost a dear friend of mine a few months ago, and I'd like to dedicate this to him. Caught you knocking at my cellar door. I love you, baby, can I have some more? Oh, the damage done. I hit the city and lost my band. I watched the needle take another man. Gone, gone, the damage done. sing this song because I love the man. I know that some of you don't understand. Milk blood to keep from running out. I seen the needle and the damage done. A little part of it in everyone. Yeah, every junkie's like a setting sun. Thank you.
The invite was almost immediate, so we really appreciate that.
Well, my whole life's like that. You never know what you're going to do. It's off the top.
Here comes Terry.
Yeah, that's for you.
That's for you.
Can't take it home, but you can have it. So how'd you guys meet anyway? That sounds great listening to music.
It's funny you should say that, Carl, because we go back about 30 years, but not continuously. I lived in Union County, Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I scoped out the area and I found a vintage guitar store in Roselle Park called Last Chance Guitars. Little storefront on the corner. And it turned out to be Terry ran the shop, and we did a lot of trading back and forth, consignments, buying. You know, you go there, you drool over these old vintage instruments.
Oh yeah, I've done that already.
But then I moved away, and many years went by, and I moved to the Poconos, and went to my typical open mic on Wednesday at the Sarah Street Grill, and this guy standing over to the side, and I kind of welcomed him, you know, like, yeah, you know, you knew, come over here. We started talking about, you know, gear, and we went to look at my vintage Gibson to find out what kind of wood it was, you know, and all that. And he goes, I used to have a guitar shop. And I go, what was the name of it? He goes, Last Chance. I go, I know you. So we've been getting together and playing at either one's house, and also I have a little gig tomorrow in Kunkletown, PA, Kunkletown Pub, and Terry has sub for me, and he comes down, we play, and it's great.
Yeah, it's great music. I mean, you can relate to the songs. They're really getting smooth. You guys are good.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
I mean, it doesn't always have to be rocking the place and tearing the place up. It's sometimes good just to hear good music.
Music comes in all forms.
Yeah. That's what this show's about. We have all kinds of talent come on this show. And I always say, if you love what you're doing, that's all that matters.
That's it.
Because music's only an opinion anyway.
Right.
So you get people that don't like it, and you get ones that love you, and ones that just go like that and walk away. They hate your guts, but you just keep on going. That's all.
It's therapeutic for me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's probably like that for all of us entertainers.
Yeah,
It's
I suppose.
you know, I quit when I was younger. I went to a factory to work. My wife said, "You quit that factory and go back to playing. I can't live with you. You're nasty." And so I did.
Yeah. Well, you've done a lot of full-time opening for Willie, and
Yeah, we've
all kinds
been
of
lucky to
stuff.
open quite a few people. Yeah, that's fun too. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I liked Willie's thing because anybody that opens for him or is on the stage gets free strings.
Oh yeah.
So my guys was over there, seen them behind a car with the trunk up, and I'm going, what the heck are they doing now? So I went over there, and the guy gave him 20 bass string sets.
No kidding. Wow. That
So I
lasts a
says,
lifetime.
what is that? He goes, whatever you want. I said, well, I got an acoustic and an electric. He goes, take 10 of each.
What kind of strings were they?
Denarios? Or,
Denarios.
I'm saying them wrong, yeah. And
they're good.
my
I use
guitar
Martin.
player, he took some.
Yeah, I use the Martin. I like the Martin.
And I said
What
to
do
the
you
guy,
use, Terry?
I use elixirs. I like
Elixirs. He uses elixirs.
I says to him, you got any picks and strings, straps and stuff? He goes, come on, get out of here.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, it's unusual because with him on his show, you actually get a rider, so you can write down what you want. Burn the trailer, you get in behind the set,
Cool.
and they send you whatever you want.
Wow.
And,
Star treatment.
yeah, it was very nice. He treated
Yeah.
me very nice, and I was in his bus several times. And nice guy. You know, some of them you don't. Like Sawyer Brown and Lone Star, I got to open for them, but you got to play up on the top flight and warm up, and then everybody goes down. They do the show on the main stage.
Oh.
And Hunter Mountain's the same way. You play in a beer tent over here, and when a bell or something rings, everybody heads for the stage. And you get your stuff out of there. They give you your check and get going. So I was supposed to go there. Alan Jackson was there. I says, I ain't coming unless I'm on the same stage. Well, we don't do it like that. I said, well, that's okay, but I'm not doing it that way.
Right.
You
Right.
know? So with Sawyer Brown and Lone Star, I bought 100 baseball caps with my band logo. So we're upstairs. All them people were upstairs. I gave them out to everybody. So the first 2 rows of the concert was down there with my hats on. The guy goes, whose hats are
Who's
they?
that? Right? Yeah.
But then they come up and compliment us and said they liked the band.
Good.
They're like the rest of us. That once they get around management, they don't want nobody talking to them. But once you get behind that, they're just like everybody else. They got a break. So it's
Yeah. I want to make a little plug for my favorite living guitar player, singer, songwriter is Bill Kirchen. You ever hear of him? Bill Kirchen?
I guess he
Still
skipped you.
living? All right. Anyway, Bill Kirchen was Commander Cody's guitar player.
Oh,
Remember
Commander
Hot-
Cody,
Hot
yeah.
Rod Lincoln?
Yeah.
That's Bill Kirchen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
He's touring with a trio and so on, and I've seen him about 5 times in the last 2 years, and he's very, very entertaining, great guy, and just want to say hello to Bill Kirchen.
Well, you know, Vince Gill's a very good guitar player, too.
Oh, yeah.
And the way he sings, he could have made it in the 50s. His voice is such universally.
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, Vince Gill, he's great picker, yeah.
But plus, he's got a good voice, so.
Yep. Yeah, he's got the whole package.
Yeah, it's hard to find people like that. It's just he used to play for. I can't think of her name. Her name is on my tongue. But, Emmy Lou Harris.
Emmy Lou, yeah.
He used
yeah.
to play guitar for her and sing backup because he had that range.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like some of them guys are great. You never heard of them before until they actually broke free and he did that rock band he was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Emmy Lou is timeless. She's been around a long time and still sounds great. Still, she's a very pretty woman. And really, a real icon in the country music, you know.
When we got to open for Willie Nelson the first time, they had Delbert Clinton, Leon Russell's, and us, who were nobody at the time. And he says, the guy come in the bus and says, who the heck is Carl Richards? He goes, that's Mr. Richards. He's doing 5 songs. That was the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
So I thought, man, this is great.
You're not related to Keith, are you?
No.
Okay.
Of course, I don't know.
You might be, right?
I hope so. I'm in your will. So we went down after the show, and he says, "Listen, I'm coming back here. I want you to be the house band. There won't be no other band with you." I said, "Oh, I don't believe you, but okay." And he did. They called me, so I went in this bus just like before, and I says, "What would you want? You want me to do 5 songs again?" He goes, "No, you got an hour and a half. Play whatever you want, man."
Wow.
I says, "Great."
Nice.
But I had it right off of him because he knew my uncle. Because my uncle played in Tex Ritter's band, all them old singing cowboy movies.
Tex Ritter, yeah.
Yeah, and he was on Ed Sullivan doing a comic
Tex Ritter.
act.
What was his hit? Do not forsake me, oh my God.
Yeah, he did a lot of them.
That was him.
Whiskey, Rye Whiskey,
Yeah.
Blood on the Saddle. And
Yeah. Tex Ritter, man. That's
But
Ritter.
originally it was the Phelps brothers from Virginia, and then it was my uncle played the banjo for him, Ken Card, and then they backed Ray Whitley, who designed a Gibson guitar, the big jumbo guitar. He designed it for him.
Is that right?
And they would play in all the singing cowboys, and then somebody come in and took Ray Whitley's spot, which was Tex Ritter.
Yeah, yeah.
And then all of a sudden it become, instead of all their names on all the writing, it would be the 6-bar Cowboys. They like eliminated everybody's names.
Oh.
And Tex Ritter and that.
Now you say he played banjo?
Yep.
Did he play tenor banjo or 5-string banjo?
He could play either one. He
Play
played.
either one?
Well, we got to meet him finally. It's my mother's brother up in Ellenville,
Yeah.
and Craigsmere up on top, and he told me he could play 22 instruments thoroughly.
Wow.
And then my
Well-
buddy told me, throw your guitar away.
Yeah. Well, the reason I ask about the banjo, because back in those days, the tenor banjo, the 4-string banjo, was still pretty popular. You know, the transition of those years went from 4-string to 5-string, and today it's basically everything's 5-string. You know, it's not,
But the band that he was in with the Phelps brothers, actually, they wrote Back in the Saddle again.
back in the saddle again.
And even though Gene Autry did it later, he wrote one of the Phelps brothers wrote it. They wrote songs for Elvis and everything, these guys. And my uncle was Fred Rose's buddy.
Oh, Fred Rose.
So
yeah.
he helped him arrange, and he arranged some of Hank Williams' music.
Right, Fred Rose.
So I couldn't figure out why my mother was always playing Hank Williams songs, because all that stuff was tied together. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, wow, it's great. So he did a song for Fred Rose, for Will Rogers and Wally Post when they got killed.
Yeah, yeah.
One side was about Wally Post being a hero, and the other one was about Will Rogers, and my uncle sang it. And I got copies on it. Was 1935.
Uh-huh.
So it's interesting. It's just family tree. It's
I've been to Smithsonian. I saw Wiley Post one of his hot rod planes, you know. Huge plane. Huge engine on
well, I
it.
think something went wrong when he tried to land on the
Well,
lake.
they tried to take off at a ridiculous angle. You know, it was too much vertical takeoff,
Yeah.
and they crashed. That's how they crashed. Shame.
That was that, and that was over. But you know, he got 3,000 a minute on Ed Sullivan's show for doing, like, he did a comedian act, like he couldn't play. And he's in Ripley's Believe It or Not, the world's most unique banjo player. He could play with his feet, his toes, his heels.
No.
And yeah.
Really?
And so my buddy I took there to show him, my uncle. And he goes, "You're full of crap," and blah, blah. He put a banjo on the floor. If you didn't see this, you wouldn't believe it. 4-string banjo on the floor, and played a fiddle and the banjo at the same time. Played the banjo with his toes.
Wow.
Thoroughly. I was like,
Yeah.
my buddy goes, "Carl, burn your guitar
Yeah.
and get rid of it, because
Right.
you ain't never gonna play like this guy."
We had a guy come to my church who he was a victim of thalidomide in the arms. He played the guitar with his feet. He could tune it. He could pick the pickup off the floor, and he didn't need no help. He just played Beatles.
I seen
John
one of them on
Denver.
Facebook that played with his feet.
Yeah, they're on Facebook. There's more than one.
Well, he's in Ripley's Believe It or Not 4, playing 2 songs at the same time on the banjo, which people do that with guitars. Only thing is, he had played one song with a pick in his mouth and one with a pick down here, and played 2 separate songs thoroughly.
There were different songs.
Yeah, I seen it in there because I looked it up.
That's incredible.
I always look it up just to see if anybody's done it. It's
Wow.
a different generation,
Yeah.
you know, so. But like he said, I'm too old now. All my friends are dead. I can't help you, you know, which is sad. But, so, was these songs your own songs that you played tonight, or
No, these
covers?
are. First one was a Bob Dylan tune.
Was one of them a Neil Young song he was doing?
Yeah.
I thought it was,
Right.
but
The other was Grateful Dead. And what else did we do? Oh, we did a Bill Kirchen.
well, I'm telling you, any restaurant around here you can get work, because that's what
Oh,
they're
thank
looking
you.
for, and all the tiki bars.
Yeah.
They're looking for people who just sit there and play and sing. There's this whole area here is loaded with them places.
Worth checking out.
Because I get Will Hoppy some bookings, and he books himself too, but they love it. He just sits and plays the guitar, and he has a harmonica too, and sings a little bit like John Denver.
That's something I want to get back into, is the rack harmonica playing, because that adds a lot.
Yeah, and a lot of them type songs, Bob Dylan and all of them, is harmonica and everything. But there's
Neil.
I might know like 10 places. They don't want a band, which I have a band, and can't afford to pay a band, so 2-piece or even one guy.
1 or 2 guys, sure.
They'll hire you. And you know, there's like if you ever get a hold of me on email or something, I'll send you a list of places you can go try out.
Okay.
And
thank you.
They're all over. It's just I started out playing around the table with my brothers. And it's like, once I went to a full band, I can't just sit around. I do at the house, but I miss all the band playing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like something that's really just...
Yeah, but you have to have the chemistry between the people.
Well, I get guys that love playing first before the money.
Well, that's unusual if you can get a group of guys
And
all like-minded like that.
we play all over. We do Rockin' Horse Ranch. They give me 40 gigs a year. And just doing classic old country. That's what they want. So some of them are good.
Remember, what's his name? Not Ernst Tubb.
Hank
Webb
Snow?
Pierce?
Oh, Webb Pierce, yeah.
Webb Pierce? I know
Yeah.
Webb Pierce. One of his.
They were all
He was
great.
great.
Well, back then everybody had to be good singers. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like today where you don't know what the hell they're singing. But and a lot of the newer artists, they run their whole life into one song.
Right.
Where like Hank Williams was like, every song was about a particular thing. It wasn't. I grew up. I was in the train. Blah 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 blah. It's like, and that's what it is today. And by the time they get halfway through, I'm going, what is he singing about? So I really don't follow. I write my own stuff. I got like 400 songs recorded. I can't. We're working on our 7th album.
Good.
And I got one song's gonna be in a movie, Collar. They already signed the contract, so that whenever it comes out, they got my song in their movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I just keep writing and playing around with it and doing what we can do.
Oh, yeah.
And then I go to Roy's every damn day.
I chowder.
Chowder and a hot
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
Hey, I never seen a diet like this, and it works.
And it's working, right?
It's working.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I told the doctor, she says, "Are you crazy?" I says, "Do you want one? I'll pick you up one." "No, I don't want one." I said, "Well, you got to try them. They're delicious." She goes, "Well, because when I was in construction, my sons and everybody, we'd stop every day to a hot dog wagon on the way home. And when I was a kid, if I didn't like dinner, my mother would make me clam chowder. So, like if I didn't like spaghetti and I don't like noodles and all that, she'd give me a big bowl of clam chowder with crackers. So when I found out he makes it every day, I was like, this is like old home week.
Right. Beautiful.
You know, so it's good. He's good people. They are really community oriented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with Santa coming and everything.
Well, I mean, there always has been community oriented. He might soon do something for the veterans where he bought them tins that the veterans used to eat out of. I don't know what they call
Mess
them.
kit?
Mess kit.
Mess kit,
And,
yes.
and you go there and get one, you get free breakfast on Sunday with a coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know when he's starting it, or it's soon, or if it is already, but he bought like 100 of them for the veterans. You know, so I mean, come on.
I just want to say something about Port Jervis. I was here last summer, and they had the soapbox derby.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a big thing
They've been
here.
having that for like what, 20 years or so.
Longer than that, I think.
Really?
At least.
Yeah, it's not too many towns have that anymore.
No.
But it was pretty good. We had all. It was really sharp.
Yeah, it's, you know, so they have that. They have the Foliage Festival every year and
Yeah.
concerts in the park. And
Right.
we do the food bank drive, which you can come out and sing at if you like.
Oh, yeah.
Every year in September over in the park. This year we tripled what we usually get. And then I do Toys for Kids, which I just started with Madam Morris. They had the same name as I did. So I went with them, and they raised a ton of toys.
Good.
Thanks to a lot of the people in the town. that
Well, I'm a
donated.
big believer in the food banks. You know,
Right.
that's important.
Well, they give it to the churches, and whoever's got a food bank place gets it all. We don't handle it. We don't touch it, and like they'll pick a church that's doing food bank,
Yeah.
and they get it that year. And next year maybe somebody else will get it. I went over with a whole basket of stuff to the church over in town here, and the lady's picking weeds or something. I says, "Do you want some food?" She goes, "What are you?"
Uh-huh.
I said, "I'm here delivering some food for your food bank." And then she lit right up. I was like, "Yeah, this is worth it," you know.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like Port Jervis myself. I've been living around this area for a long, long time. I'll be celebrating my 27th year on TV.
27. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
So, and the station's running pretty good. We're working on a lot of new stuff. We got a lot of, Marty has his own show. Everybody's got different shows here.
Yeah, Nancy, Marty.
Nancy.
Yeah.
So,
And I have a show too.
You
he's
have
got a show too in the kitchen. What's
Become More Than I Am Now is the name of my TV show. I do it at my church, the Tri-State Family Christian Center. And those guys should sponsor me and to back me up. My pastor could care less when I do that. He lets me do my TV
Well, why don't you
show.
get on with the wrestlers? They'll throw you around.
Yeah, he lets me do my TV show and radio show.
But we're going to come out with a new one with Roy. It's going to be like Bobby Flay. Well, I can't think of his name. I'm probably saying it wrong. The one Beat Bobby
Flay.
Beat Bobby Flay. It's a food thing on TV.
Oh, really? I don't know.
So he wants to do that. Beat Roy's Corner.
Oh.
So he'll get 2 or 3 guys and they'll cook something, and they'll have judges judge it. Whoever wins faces him.
I make a mean chili.
Well, if you'd like to be in
I
it,
think I might enter my chili.
well, you're gonna cook it right there. We're gonna
I
video.
gotta cook it right there, yeah.
Yeah, and then they
Show
have.
my secret sauce and secret ingredients.
That's your business, but they'll have a whole thing of food.
Yeah.
So we want to get you guys back out to sing for.
Okay.
I just keep
We'd
on
love to.
rambling on because
We'd
I
love
never
to.
shut the hell up.
I just want to say Merry
Yeah.
Christmas to everybody and
Yeah, and be safe.
be safe.
Watch the roads. There've been so many wrecks. So we want to get you guys back up.
All right,
Go on, get ready, and then.
We can think of something. In between here and there, we'll think of
Okay, that's great. Well, come on up here, Marty. You could do that in a minute.
Wait a minute, you ate
Hey,
all
when's
the
your?
hot dogs.
I ate all the hot dogs, and somebody ate my soup. Was that you?
No. I had it last week. It was good.
Yeah. Listen, when's your show on?
The last Tuesday of the month at 6 o'clock. And we may expand it after the first of the year. Excuse me.
Great. Well, you want to introduce these guys again? They're going to take the show out. We'll just get them singing as much as we can.
Timmy Cogan and Terry Dolt. And they're pretty good guys. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys ready? All right, here we go.
Sitting there in your silk upholstered chair, talking to some rich folks that you know. Well, I hope you don't see me in my ragged company. You, I could never be alone. Take me down. You're the queen of the underground, and you can send me that flowers every morning. Send me that flowers now. Send me that flowers for my wedding, and I won't forget to put roses on your grave. when you're sitting back in your rose-pink Cadillac, making bets on Kentucky Derby Day. I'll be in my basement room with my needle and a spoon. Another girl to take my pain away. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me that flowers every morning. Send me that flowers through the mail. Send me that flowers for my wedding. And won't forget to put roses on your grave. Take me down, little Susie, take me down. I know you think you're the queen of the underground, and you can send me that flowers every morning. Send me that flowers by the U.S. mail. Say it with that flowers for my wedding. I won't forget to put roses on your grave. No, won't forget to put roses on your grave. Yeah.
I've been to more jams where people say, "You know any Rolling Stones? Let's do Dead Flowers." And it's always the first one. People like to play. Anyway, we got time for a few more. We can do. You want to do like a 3-chord tune or just something?
Let's do some blues.
Like we were doing before?
Yeah, like we were doing before.
Okay. We'll do some blues.
I got some words.
You got some words for us?
The wind out on the ocean, blow just where it choose. And them ones ain't got no emotions, 'cause they don't know the blues. They say the blues is just a bad dream. It lives inside your head. But when they come to visit you around midnight, they're bound to wish that you was lying dead. there. He's just like the rest of us, so what's he doing there? Hiding in movie theaters, drinking juice and keeping tight. But they're certain about one thing, yeah, that there's no place to spend the night. Knocking round the zoo on a Thursday afternoon. There's bars on all the windows, and they're counting up the spoons. And if I'm feeling edgy, there's a chick who's paid to be my slave. But she'll hit me with that needle if she thinks I'm trying to misbehave. Keeper's trying to cool me, says I'm gonna be alright. But I know he can't fool me, cause I'm putting him up tight. I can feel him getting edgy every time I make a sudden move. Oh yeah. And I can hear him celebrating every time I up and leave the room. Just knocking round the zoo on a Thursday afternoon. There's bars on all the windows, they're counting up the spoons. If I'm feeling edgy, there's a chick who's paid to be my slave. But she'll hit me with that needle. She thinks I'm trying to misbehave.
Is that one of yours?
That's an old James Taylor.
Really?
Yes, yes.
It's like Steamroller and
When it was before it was James Taylor, it was James Taylor and the Flying Machine.
the Flying Machine. Yes. I was just talking about Flying Machine today to somebody. Was that you?
No.
Oh, it was my friend Mike. Yeah, we're talking about Flying Machine. All right. Well, let's see what we have. We have some more time. We could do this Bob Dylan thing. It's pretty repetitious. You don't want to try it.
What about
What? You?
B minor A G something like that is Bob Dylan tone Gates something Heaven's Gates. I don't know.
How about? Just follow this. You got a lot of nerve to say you are my friend. When I was down, you just stood there grinning. And you've got a lot of nerve to say you have a helping hand to lend. You just wanna be on the side that's winning. You say I let you down. You know it's not like that. If you're so hurt, why then don't you show it? You say you lost your faith, but that's not where it's at. You had no faith to lose, and you know it. I know the reason why you talk behind my back. I used to be among the crowd you're in with. You take me for such a fool to think I'd make contact with the one who tries to hide when he don't know to begin with. You see me on the street, you always act surprised. You say, how are you? Good luck, but you don't mean it. Well, you know as well as me, you'd rather see me paralyzed. Why don't you get up just once and scream it? I do not feel that good when I see the heartaches you embrace. If I was a master thief, perhaps I'd rob them. I know you're dissatisfied with your position and your place. Don't you understand that's not my problem? I wish that for just one time you could stand inside my shoes. And for that one moment I could be you. Yeah, I wish that for just one time you could stand inside my shoes. Then you know what a drag it is to see you